Alright, so it's 10:30. We'll start. We'll chant one Om and then say the prayer. Re Chak Purak Hands in Namaste position. We'll start the prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub the palms together, spread the energy of the face, open the eyes. And for those people who are not familiar with this prayer, we thought we'd just read the translation of it so it has some meaning for you. And it is, O Lord, protect us, student and teacher both. O Lord, nurture us both. May we become strong together. May what we study be invigorating. May we never bear hatred for each other. Om, may there be peace. I'll repeat it. O Lord, protect us, student and teacher both. O Lord, nurture us both. May we become strong together. May what we study be invigorating. May we never bear hatred for each other. Om, may there be peace. So now we'll start our practice with Pranakarshan Kriya, the slow deep breathing. 5 repetition counts of 10 and 20 for Purak and Rechak. Rechak, Purak, Rechak. Purak, Rechak. Purak, Rechak. Purak, Rechak. One more time. Purak, Rechak. Breathe normally. Now do the Brahma Mudras, neck exercises. First 3 with breath control. You breathe in, make the movement, come back and then breathe out. Start with the first one, moving the head to the left and the right. Rechak, Purak. Hold your breath, move the head to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stretch. Come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reach up. Purak. To the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stretch. Come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reach up. Purak. To the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stretch. Come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reach up. Purak. To the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stretch. Come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reach. Now the second variation, dropping the head to the left and the right, head going towards the shoulder. Stretch the opposite arm out. Make sure you're touching the floor, trying to keep your shoulder down, not lifted. And use the hand on the same side. You drop your head to pull the head down further. Reach up. Purak. Drop the head towards the left shoulder, stretch the right arm out. Pull the left hand, pull the head down further. Come back. Reach up. Purak. Drop the head to the right shoulder, stretch the left arm out. Use the right hand to pull the head down further. Come back. Reach up. Purak. Head to the left shoulder, stretch the right arm out. Left hand pulling the head down further. Come back. Reach up. Purak. Head to the right shoulder, left arm stretched out, right hand pulling the head down. Come back. Reach up. Now the third variation, dropping the head back. Reach up. Purak. Drop the head back. Face the front. Reach up. Purak. Drop the head back. Face the front. Reach up. Now the fourth variation, gentle jerks the head to the left and the right. So just loosen your neck before we start that. And now let's start. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Stop. A 360-degree rotation of the head, so drop your chin to the chest. Start the movement to the left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front. Stop, change direction, go to the right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front. Stop, lift your head up, rub the palms together, spread the energy of the face and open the eyes. Now we'll do the shoulder exercises. Let's move our shoulders up and back. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers of both hands on the respective shoulders, elbows touching in the front. Make sure to touch your wrists behind your head. Let's start up the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll do the Naman Mudras, the bending postures. Take the position for Naman Mudra number 1, hands in Namaste position, elbows close to the body, back upright, eyes closed. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of earth. Om Prithviye Namaha Re Chak Purak Re Chak. Bend forward from the hip joint, head in line with the spine as you go down. Keep your arms outstretched for a little while. Now retract your hands, bring them close to the head. Relax the body and breathe normally. Four things when I say Re Chak. You breathe out, straighten the arms out again, bring your head back in line with the spine, and apply the root lock, Mool Bandh. Re Chak Purak Re Chak. Second variation, arms behind your back, right hand in the left palm, thumbs interlocked, shoulders thrown back, elbows are not bent. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of water. Om Jalaya Namaha Re Chak Purak Re Chak. Bend forward, head in line with the spine as you go down. Keep the arms outstretched for a little while. Now slide your hands up the back. Drop the elbows. Drop your head. Relax the body. Breathe normally. Same four things on Re Chak. Re Chak Purak Re Chak. Third variation, hands at the lowest part of the abdomen, fingers interlocked, elbows close to the body, shoulders thrown back. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of fire. Om Agnaye Namaha Re Chak Purak Re Chak. Drop your elbows, drop your head, relax the body and breathe normally. Once again, four things on Re Chak. Re Chak Purak Re Chak. Fourth variation, arms folded behind the back, each hand holding the opposite elbow. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of air. Om Vayave Namaha Re Chak Purak Re, Chak, bend forward, head in line with the spine as you go down. Now drop your head, relax the body and breathe normally. This time, 3 things on Re Chak because we did not move our arms after coming down. Re Chak, Purak, Re Chak. Fifth variation, arms folded in the front. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of space. Om Akashaya Namaha. Re Chak. Pura. Counts go up. Re Chak. Relax the body, breathe normally. Once again, 3 things on Re Chak. Re Chak. Pura. Come up. Re Chak. Drop the palms together, spread the energy of the face, open the eyes. And you can stretch your legs out, loosen the joints of the legs. And then come and sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. Now do Kapalbhati, bellow breathing. Usual counts of 54 with each individual nostril and 108 counts with both nostrils. For individual nostrils, we hold our breath at the end of it in the exhale condition for a count of 10. And when we do it with both nostrils after 108 counts, we hold our breath for a count of 20, applying all the locks. If you can't apply all the locks, at least your chin on the chest. And then we'll do Amar Kruti. Okay, so we'll start with the right nostril. Re Chak, half Purak, close the left nostril and start. Hold. Purak. Re Chak. Purak. Re Chak. Now we'll do that with the left nostril. Re Chak, half Purak, close the right nostril and start. hold, Purak, Recha, Purak, Recha. Now 108 counts with both nostrils, and apply the locks and hold for count of 20 and then do Amar Kruti. Re Chak, half Purak, and start. Apply locks and hold your breath. Vayusa, Purak, and hold. Gulp the air. Recha, Purak, Recha. Breathe normally. Now do Ujjayi, all three types, 2 repetitions each, starting with Saral Ujjayi, sitting as you are. Recha, Purak, Recha. Purak, Recha. Madhyujjayi, hands just below the waist, elbows and shoulders thrown back, opening up the chest. Here we'll be stretching our lungs horizontally. Recha, Purak, Recha. Purak, Recha. Third variation, Urdhva Ujjayi, arms folded in the front. Recha, Purak, Recha. Switch arms, Purak, Recha. Now we'll do Basra. Basra is a combination of Kapalbhati and Ujjayi breath. So it's done with Ujjayi breath, but in Kapalbhati rhythm after half a breath in, just like we did in Kapalbhati. So we'll do 30 counts on each side.
20.
I beg your pardon, 20 counts on each side and hold for a count of 10, applying all the locks after that. So we'll start on the left side. Re, chak, half purak, twist to the left, and start. Apply locks and hold your breath. Release the locks and purak ujjayi. Re, chak. Silent purak. Face the front. Re, chak. Purak. Re, chak. Now we'll do the same on the right side. Re, chak, half purak, turn to the right, and start. Apply locks and hold your breath. Ujjayi purak. Re, chak. Silent purak. Face the front. Re, chak.
10 or 20.
Purak. Re, chak. Now we'll do 40 counts of Basra, facing the front and hold for a count of 20. Re, chak, half purak, and start. Apply locks and hold your breath. Ujjayi purak. Re, chak. Silent purak. Re, chak. Breathe normally. Now we'll do Naad Sadhana, practice of chanting Om. We'll chant 3 Oms after an Ujjayi breath each time. Then we'll do a quiet meditation for a short while, where you can express gratitude for all the things that you value and have received in your life. And then after that, we'll do 2 Hasta Karna Bad Oms. Re, chak, purak. Om. Purak. Purak. Listen to the lingering sound of the Om in your minds and observe your breathing, how you breathe in and how you breathe out. Now spend some time meditating and expressing your gratitude for all the good things that you've received in your life. Now with love in our hearts and enthusiasm in our voices, let us chant two Hastakarna Bad Oms to invoke the divinity within us. Cup your palms, place them over your ears, thumbs on either side of the voice box, fingers behind the head. Re Chak Purak. Purak. Rub the palms together, spread the energy of the face and open the eyes. Now we'll do some pranayam. So we'll do Bhastrika pranayam type 1 and type 2. And just as a reminder, Bhastrika pranayam type 1, everything is done with both nostrils. So we do Bhastrika Kapalbhati, slightly more vigorous Kapalbhati for a count of 21. We hold for a count of 21. Then we do Purak for a count of 5. We hold in Antar Kumbhak, applying the locks with our chin down at least, for a count of 20. Then we do Rechak for a count of 10. And we hold our breath in the exhale condition for a count of 10. And that is one complete round of Bhastrika Pranayam type 1. So we will do that. Rechak, half Purak, and start. Hold. Purak. Antakumbhak with locks. release the locks, and Re, Chak. Hold. Purak. Re, Chak. Purak. Re, Chak. Breathe normally. Now do Bhastrika Pranayam type 2. The difference here is that the Purak and Rechaks are done with individual nostrils. So the first time we do 21 counts of Kapalbhati with both nostrils, hold for a count of 21. Then we do Purak with the right nostril for a count of 5. We do Antarkumbhak for a count of 20. Then we do Rechak for a count of 10 with the left nostril. And we do Baya Kumbhak for a count of 10. That's the first half of it. The second half we do it the other way, where Purak is from the left nostril and Rechak is from the right nostril. So we'll start. Rechak, half Purak, and start. Hold. Purak right. Antakumbhak with locks. Rechak left. Hold. Purak both nostrils. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. Now we'll do the second half. That's Purak from the left nostril and Rechak from the right, otherwise the same. Rechak, half Purak, and start. Hold. Purak left. Antakumbhak. Rechak right. Hold. Purak. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. Rub the palms together, spread the energy of the face, open the eyes, And now Chitra will do stretches on the back.
So as you know, every Tuesday we do stretches on the back. These are really good, every Wednesday. So these are really good for anybody who suffers from lower back issues or any kind of back pain. So sit on the floor with your knees up and slowly start putting your back down, and you should be feeling each of your vertebrae as they touch the floor, so you're not rushing to lie down. And then once you are completely on the floor, stretch your feet so that your toes are away from you, and take your arms behind your back, stretching your hands as far away from your shoulders as possible. And this is called Yashtikasana, the stick posture. So stretch your hands as far away from your shoulders and stretch your toes as far away from your body. You should be feeling a nice stretch all along both sides of the body. Pull your stomach in. Continue to take deep breaths. And slowly bring your arms on either side of your body and put your hands just under your hips, because we're going to raise our legs both together, just enough that we see our toes from where we are lying on the floor. We want to make sure we support our lower back. That's why we put our hands just under the hips. Now slowly raise both legs up, hold them there, and I'm going to tap for 20 times. Just hold them if you can. If you can't, put them down slowly. Slowly, with great control, bring your legs down. Don't allow them to just fall. And then do Vishram. To do Vishram on the floor, you move your feet apart, let them drop on either side, and move your arms away from the body. Keep your palms half closed and palms facing up. We don't take long rests in between, but even if we rest for a few seconds, you have to train your body to completely relax for that short time. Savdhan, which means come to attention. Put your feet together, your arms close to the body, your hands just under your hips again for the support. And this time we're going to raise our legs together, just enough that we see our toes, and then we're going to do cycling with both legs together. Raise your legs up and start. 1, 2, 3, straighten your legs each time. 4, 5. And now reverse that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold your legs there and slowly bring them down. And once again do Vishram. Come back to Savdhan. This time we're going to raise our legs and we're going to do regular cycling. Again, make sure you don't lift your legs too high up and straighten them each time. So raise your legs up and start individual legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold them there and slowly bring them down. And do Vishram again. Next we are going to do Pavan Muktasan. So come to Savdhan, attention, and we are going to do Pavan Muktasan, which is also translated as wind release posture. So raise your left leg up, bend your left knee, interlock your fingers around your left shin, pull your knee as close to the body towards your left shoulder as possible. Keep your right leg flat on the floor. Flex your foot. When you flex your foot, your toes are towards your body, not away from your body. That helps to keep your leg flat. Your knee won't rise up. Now raise your head. See if you can touch your nose to the knee and stay here for a few seconds. Right now you are stimulating the descending colon. Put your head down. Stretch your left leg out and bring your left leg down slowly. Now raise your right leg up. Bend your right knee. Interlock your fingers around your right shin. Pull your knee as close to the body towards the right shoulder as possible. Keep your left leg flat on the floor. Now raise your head. See if you can touch your nose to the knee again. Here you're stimulating your ascending colon. Put your head down, stretch your leg out and slowly bring your leg down. Now we are going to stimulate the transverse colon. So we are going to lift both our legs up, bend both knees, and this time we will wrap our arms around our shins. And in this position, just roll from side to side. Your spine and your back are flat on the floor, and you are rolling from side to side to stimulate the transverse colon and to give your back a little massage. Stop in the middle. Bring your head up. See if you can touch your nose to the knees and stay here for a little bit. Slowly put your head down, stretch your legs out and slowly bring them down and do Vishram again. And next we are going to come to Savdhan. Next we are going to do the fish posture. So put your hands just under your hips and we are going to slowly, and stretch your feet by the way so that your toes are away from the body, and we are going to slowly lift our chest up, let our head drop back, and over here we can do 10 Kapalbhatis on your own. Slowly bring your head down again by lowering your chest and your head and do Vishram. The fish posture is called Matsyasana, and this is the easier version of the fish posture. There's a more difficult version, and typically Matsyasana is done after doing the plow pose, Halasana, and the shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, because in both those asanas your thyroid gland gets compressed. Here it gets stretched. So you do Matsyasana typically after those two. Now bring your arms together, your feet together in Savdhan, and bend your knees. Put your feet flat on the floor. Stretch your arms across, and we are going to start doing Markatasana. So drop both your knees to the left side and look to the right. You should be feeling a nice stretch all over the right side of the body. Make sure your shoulders are on the floor, not rising up. And bring the knees to the center and drop them to the right side and look to the left, this time stretching the left side of the body. Again, you are going to make sure that your shoulders are on the floor. Bring your knees to the center and make the figure 4 with your legs by putting your left ankle on your right thigh just above the knee. Then hold your left knee with your right hand and drop your left knee to the right side and look to the left. Now your right knee is on the floor, but your left knee cannot reach the floor unless you are completely turning your hips and raising your shoulders. We want to make sure that our shoulders are still on the floor, so your left knee will not touch the floor. But each time you breathe out, put gentle pressure on that knee, and you're going to see that you're going to feel a nice stretch in your left hip. Bring the knees to the center and switch legs. Your right ankle is on your left thigh just above the knee. Hold your right knee with your left hand and drop your right knee to the left side. Look to the right. Once again, over here your left knee is on the floor and your right knee cannot reach the floor without raising your shoulders. We don't want you to raise your shoulders. So put gentle pressure on that knee each time you breathe out, and you're going to stretch your right hip. This is a variation of Markatasana, monkey pose. Now bring your knees to the center and switch legs again. Your left ankle on your right thigh. Through the opening, take your left hand, interlock your fingers around your right shin and pull your shin towards your body. This way you increase the stretch in your left hip. This asana is called threading the needle or Suchi Randrasana. This is one version of it. Release that, switch legs. Through the opening, take your right hand, interlock your fingers around your right shin and pull your shin towards your body, stretching your right hip this time. And release that. And right now we are going to do the pelvic tilt, raising your hips up into a bridge posture without making too much effort. So keep your hands on either side of your body and slowly start lifting your tailbone up, your hips up. Stay here for a little while and bring your back down, and you'll find that your back and your spine are flat against the floor. Normally there's a natural inward curve of the spine before our tailbone. Here we are trying to flatten the back and the spine. Once again, slowly start raising your hips up. Stay here for a little bit. And bring your back down. Feel it flat against the floor again. Now this third time we are going to do the bridge posture. So you're going to raise your hips, tuck your shoulders in, interlock your fingers under you and try to raise your hips as comfortably high as it is for you. So slowly start raising your hips up. Start tucking your shoulders in now. Interlock your fingers under you and see if you can raise your hips a little higher than you did before. Stay here for a few seconds. And slowly, to come out of it, untuck your shoulders, release your hands, and then slowly bring your back down again and feel it flat against the floor. Slowly stretch your legs out and let's do Vishram for a few seconds. Savdhan, bring your arms close to the body, keep your feet together. And now we're going to do raising of the leg up. So raise your leg up, then see if you can hold your leg near the ankle and see if you can touch your forehead to the knee. And the whole time see if you can keep your right leg flat on the floor. And slowly bring that down. Now raise your right leg. Hold it near the ankle. Keep your left leg flat. Raise your chest up and see if you can touch your forehead to the knee. And release that. When you do that, you stretch your hamstring muscles and your calves, the muscles behind your thigh muscle, behind the quadricep. So let's do Vishram for a few seconds. Savdhan, bend your knees and turn to the side that's comfortable for you and slowly sit up, and we're going to do a couple of asanas lying on the stomach. So we'll do the Sphinx pose. For the Sphinx pose, your forearms are flat on the floor and your fingers are stretched out. You can't quite see my fingers, but raise your chest up, yeah. And your feet, by the way, behind you are flat. Your toes are not curled. Stay here for a little bit. The Sphinx pose is very relaxing for all of us, but it gives a slight backward bend to the spine, lower back, and that really is good for the lower back and for the spine and the back in general. Stay here for a few breaths. And next we'll do Bhujangasana, which is Cobra pose. So put your chin on the floor, your hands in line with your chest, fingers spread out. Your elbows should be close to the body. And make sure that you don't raise your shoulders up when you are bringing your chest up slowly. So initially, I want you to use your back muscles to raise yourself up. So slowly start using your back muscles. Come up wherever it's comfortable for you. And now put pressure on your palms to keep you up there. Tighten your butt muscles and your leg muscles. We are against gravity. It's not easy to stay up here. And slowly go down. And now rest with your left leg stretched back, your right knee bent, and you're putting your right foot just gently on the left leg near the knee. Your hands are not under your forehead. They're just above the head. Try to relax completely in this position. When you lie prone like this, more oxygen goes to the back of the lungs and the lower lobes of the lungs. Take deep breaths. And slowly come to Savdhan and raise yourself up. And if you are sitting on the floor, sit in Vajrasana. It's 11:29, so it's time for us to say the prayer and give you the thought of the day. Once again, I don't have a question for you today, but you want to give the thought of the day first?
So the thought of the day today is from Shivdas. He sent it a week or so ago, and it is: happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude.
So let's sit with our hands in Dhyan Mudra. We'll chant 2 Oms and then say the prayer. And just in case you don't remember the translation, we'll tell you the translation of that prayer as well. Re Chak Pura Purak Hands in Namaste, and we'll start the closing prayer.
Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityu ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Rub your palms together, spread the energy over your face, and the exact translation is: lead me from the unreal to the real, lead me from darkness to light, lead me from mortality to immortality. Om, may there be peace. And of course that we say 3 times. So